Like many of you, I've been thinking about Renee Good, and I've been watching these horrific videos out of Minnesota. What happened last week in Minneapolis is not okay. It is not excusable, and Congress should be using its power to do something about it. I want to be clear. ICE is out of control. They say they want to protect Americans from violence, but ICE is sowing chaos and terror. There are masked agents with guns violently snatching people off the streets. ICE is raiding schools and forcing our students out of the classroom. ICE agents are pointing their guns at U.S. citizens, tragically shooting and killing the mom of a young kid. And don't let the Trump administration lie to you about that. You can watch the videos for yourself. We can see with our own eyes what ICE is doing in our neighborhoods. Or you know what? Listen to local leaders on the ground yelling from the rooftops that ICE is putting their people in danger. ICE is not making our communities safer. This is state-sanctioned violence, and it must stop. But here in Congress, Republicans are pouring more and more of your taxpayer money into ICE. Trump's big, beautiful bill took money that should have been used to help pay for Americans' health care and spent it to fund tax breaks for giant corporations and give billions of dollars to ICE. So let me be clear. Congress cannot keep bankrolling ICE's abuses, and we need real accountability for the chaos and terror from ICE. Look, most people in this country don't want militarized agents in the street pushing around mamas and grandmas and students and kids with no regard for the law. But Republicans in Congress have let Trump and ICE run with no restraints. ICE is out of control, and we need to rein it in. This is not the America I know, and we don't need to stand by and let it continue.
And I was proud as Senate President in Connecticut to author the first family and medical leave bill in the country and the first state to codify Roe versus Wade, because we knew how important this was for women and for women to be able to make this decision with their doctors, not with the advice and admonition of politicians, but with doctors who understand their health concerns.
You heard that right. When it comes to pollution, the administration is only thinking about their rich buddies. They don't care if you live or die, as long as it means that big oil billionaires can continue to make a buck. Okay.
There are masked agents with guns violently snatching people off the streets.
Policing, let's be honest here, the role of policing is to save lives, is to protect our basic rights, and that includes our constitutional rights. What we are seeing happening right now is not that.
Guys, just the problem with Stephen Miller's goons is that he was so quick, because all he wants are the quotas to be met, that he just hired all these goons, train them only for 47 days, and many of them probably don't have enough weapons training to begin with, and now they're out there. Then you have people like J.D. Vance and Marco Rubio. They're coming up with all these weird excuses, and then all his court jesters around him are coming up with an excuse because the real reason is really dumb. It's just the president is an idiot, and we're all trying to come up with excuses for the.
That's why I've fought for funding and legislation aimed at developing liquid cooling technologies produced in my state of Delaware that will ensure data centers are smaller and more environmentally friendly.
Life keeps piling up for Dawn Wheeler.
Heavy doses of chemo, radiation.
On top of battling cancer, her health insurance is about to cost a whole lot more.
It's
before sunrise, and I like to be at the steps of the Lincoln and watch the sunrise come over the Capitol. And I'm seriously, sit there with a cup of coffee. If you don't drink coffee, something warm in your hand.
To see a battering ram coming to the front door of your house with a 9-year-old inside is just terrifying.
arming here. This isn't about implementing the law or enforcing the law. This isn't about prioritizing dangerous people. ICE is doing neither of those things. Trump is